Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Antonia. I hope you guys are doing well. Today is such a lovely day outside, so I'm hoping to take you guys along on my vlog today. But since we have just started our morning, I actually was up since like 4:20 a.m. I did my workout, and that's probably why my hair looks a little bit greasy. I put a little bit of dry shampoo in there, but I don't know, it just never takes out all of the sweat. So that is what it is. But I have a haul to show you guys later, but I'm just enjoying my breakfast right now. This is what I'm having. It's half a cup of oats with a tablespoon of hulled and husked sunflower seeds. They're unsalted, and then I have a whole banana up in here. I just mix the oatmeal, or like the oats, with water instead of doing milk. Not because I'm like, ooh, milk has calories or anything like that. It's just because I have a hot water dispenser and it's way easier for me to just boop, press it, and then it dispenses everything. So that's what I'm enjoying for breakfast.
I just left this hair dryer down here because Chloe has literally had a shower down here ever since the basement was finished because she loves it so much. So I will call it a night here because it is a work day for me tomorrow, so I'm not really gonna...
We've moved locations and now we are on the floor of my closet. I wanted to show you guys what I ended up picking up for Black Friday because I figured I would show you guys some gifts and maybe you'll get some gift ideas as well. I haven't received everything, but I will show you guys those things at a later date when I receive everything. But the first thing I got was actually not on sale from Black Friday. It was just because I asked Alex's mom, who is a hair professional, to pick up some stuff for me because she's a hair professional, so she gets a discount with these products. So I got a new shampoo. It's the 911 Quinoa conditioner and 911 Quinoa shampoo. This is from BIOTOP Professionals. They are cruelty-free and vegan, I believe, and they are made in Israel, so I'm excited to try those. And then I also ended up picking up one of these. These are the Olaplex 4-in-1 Moisture Mask. This is a professional use only product, so you can't go out and buy it by yourself at Sephora, but I love this thing so much. I bought it the last time she was able to pick up some stuff for me, and I used it for a whole year, and I honestly think this stuff is just like liquid gold. So if you can get your hands on it, I really highly recommend. I believe this is also cruelty-free, and I don't know if it's vegan, but I know it's cruelty-free. If you are an avid watcher of my channel, then you already know that I love the brand KOV Essentials so much. I have like so many of their things, so just this year I decided to gift a lot of people the clip because I always get comments and compliments on my clip. However, people, they go research the brand and then they don't end up buying it themselves because there's typically shipping that is involved. So I bought 6 clips plus a large one that I'm going to show you. This is the extra large daily clip. I think it's in the color birch. It's just like a white color. I think it's really pretty. And then I got 6 of the same item, so these are all packaged up, but this one isn't like fully packaged. I asked them to send me 6 of these cards and they did, so that's really great because then I'm able to show everyone where it's from. But I got everyone a medium clip. I felt like the medium was quite universal for the people I'm gifting it to, so here is the medium one. If they can't do like a full updo, then they can at least do a half updo. I got it in the cream like tortoise look because that's the signature clip I typically wear in my hair. So I got 6 of these, and I'm not going to show you all 6 of them. They're 25% off, and then on Black Friday they were actually 30% off, so I should have waited. But I did end up placing another order for 3 more clips and like a couple other items. So I'm waiting on that order. These clips are not cheap. They are like about $30 each. So I figured I would get them a nice high quality clip, and then everyone gets chocolate for Christmas. That way I'm still gifting a small little sweet treat, but I'm not like giving you a whole like chocolate. I wrapped them up already. I'm just gonna throw some tissue on top later on and then give those out. And then I was very excited to order off of Shay Mitchell's luggage brand Beis, B-E-I-S, I believe, not Beis as in like the Canadian Hudson Bay. But I have a gift that I ended up getting someone, so I'm not going to show you guys that item, but I ended up picking this up as an extra because I needed to get like to the $200 mark to get free shipping, because shipping to Canada was $25. So I figured if I'm gonna pay $25, I might as well spend a couple more dollars and get like an actual product, and then I'll have free shipping. So what I ended up picking up is this. See, this is how you spell it. but I ended up picking this item, which is the water bottle sling. And it just fits a water bottle in the middle here. You can wear it crossbody. The strap is adjustable. There is a cinch right here as well. I believe this was like around $35 or so. There's a little carrying handle on the side. And then this opens up and it actually fits a iPhone, or like any phone that is like a regular size iPhone. So I have a regular iPhone. It fits right in there, and then it's supposed to fit like your cards and your keys and stuff like that. But I think if I had keys, I could potentially just dangle them off of here. But if you really need them secure, then you have access to put it here as well. There is a little pouch pocket, like a slip pocket in the front here. So I ended up purchasing this. I don't know if I'm giving it away to anyone. I don't have like a person in mind that I want to gift it to, but I high-key want to keep this thing. And then at Indeed Labs, they have 50% off their entire website every Black Friday. I anticipate the sale every single Black Friday, and once again I placed a huge order because I figured I would place a big order since I regularly use this stuff on a daily basis, to save money than to buy things throughout the year. I picked up 2 vitamin C's because I already have 2 other ones that I haven't used yet. So I just picked up 2 of those. 4 hyaluron serums. I go through these like water, so good to have like more. 3 of these hyaluron intense moisture lotions because it's winter time, and I really like this one versus the 10 Balm. The 10 Balm's really nice in like very, very cold weather. However, sometimes it's like a little too heavy for my skin, so I like this one. I ended up picking up 4 of these in ceramides, but I already wrapped 2 of them as gifts, so I only have 2 to show you. I've never used this before. I'm keeping 1 for myself, and then the other one I'm definitely gonna gift it as like a little skincare set, because as you will see, I ended up buying the watermelon melting balm as well. I'm just gonna put it together as like a little gift. And then I also picked up a, what is this one? Hyaluron volumizing lip treatment. This one has no color in it. It's just like the clear one. I really like this actually, so I think I'm gonna gift that away as like a little set. From MEJURI, I picked up a lot of things for my friends for Christmas, so I can't show you those items, but the one thing I did buy for myself is the Vitruvi x MEJURI collaboration. I did buy the diffuser that is like accompanied with this, but it hasn't shipped yet. I believe it's going to ship later on, like late December, so I haven't gotten that yet. I used to have a diffuser by the brand Sage. I really liked it, but then I realized that I can't be diffusing essential oils with a pet, so I got rid of my Sage diffuser. I ended up giving it to my friend Patty Cakes, so she has that now, and it was a plug-in one. The Vitruvi one is cordless, so I kind of really like that a lot better because then I can place it anywhere and I don't have to worry about cords. Of course, you know, the reason why I ended up picking it up is, one, I really love collecting the MEJURI collaborated items. I think they're really fun. I'm such a big fangirl of MEJURI, so anytime they come out with like collaborated items, I love just collecting them. The Vitruvi set, now that Harles is no longer like physically on this earth, RIP Harles, miss you so much. And I'm sorry if that starts to bother you guys. I say RIP Harles a lot, but Harley was like a huge part of my life, so if it really bothers you, then see ya. But yeah, I ended up picking up a Vitruvi MEJURI set for myself. Then I can diffuse this, and it actually smells quite nice. So this essential oil shipped to me, but the diffuser hasn't shipped to me, so I'll show you guys that in a later vlog. Lastly, I picked up 2 items from SUGARMOON because I needed to replenish these items. The first thing is the Finipol, and this is a first aid antiseptic cream. It technically doesn't need to be used down there specifically, but I use it down there after a wax, and it feels quite nice because it's like a little bit minty, and I have really bad eczema down there at the moment. And then I already used up the bergamot and tea tree skin relief organic healing serum, the small one, so I picked up a larger one. This is the size difference. I picked up a larger one just to replenish because, once again, my like coochie down there is like, the eczema is really bad. Speaking of coochie, I want to do a quick PSA. If you're watching this and you haven't done a PAP in over 3 years now, this is your PSA to do a PAP smear. I was well overdue. I went to get my PAP done, and then when the doctor went and, like, you know how they insert it and then crank you open. So when she inserted it and cranked me open, she did the PAP, I did my STI testing, and then she looked inside and she was like, oh, you have like a little bump on your cervix. And she was like, I think it's just a cervical polyp, but it was a little bit large at the time. So she said it was like about 5 millimeters, which is like a big thing. And the problem with me is I don't know what it looks like in there. So I really wish I was able to like look at what it looked like, but she couldn't show me. Obviously I can't see it, like it's deep inside me. So she ended up referring me to a gynecologist, and I recently just went to my gynecologist appointment to remove the cervical polyp. And I explained to him, I'm referred here because I have a cervical polyp and it needs to be removed. They said it was quite large. She couldn't clamp it and twist it off. That's what they do, by the way. They clamp it, like they clamp the polyp at the base and then they just twist it off. Ah! They don't give you anything for that inside. Oh my God. Anxiety levels are not very high. I'm a pretty like chill person. So I went to the appointment, explained to him. He's like, I'm gonna have to take a look. It's fine. You're a gynecologist. It's fine. So he inserted again, got me cranked up. He looked at it and he goes, oh, that's not a cervical polyp. It's just your endometrial lining. And I was like, sorry. So he said that there was a little bit of a bump there. However, he said it's very normal to have that, and unless I plan to have like a baby or it's bothering me, like it's causing me immense pain, I don't need to get it removed, because if I do want to get it removed, I have to, I think, go under, because they can't just clamp it and twist it off. This is like something that needs to be like cut off. Ooh, anyways. Suffice to say, I didn't need to do that, and I was very happy because then I was able to leave the clinic pain-free, and that is a problem for another day in the future when I decide to have a baby, and I don't plan to have one at the moment. But yeah, if I ever change my mind, then I'll have to deal with that another day. But I wanted to just give you guys a PSA. Make sure to go get that stuff checked out.
Sit on my bed, I got nothing to do. Take out my phone, 1 second, right to you. I'm really bored, please don't ignore. Started as fun, now I randomly know you love rainy days and you still.
Alright guys, so we've made it to SUGARMOON now, and I'm just waiting for my appointment time. We are doing a full Brazilian today with a sweet bikini service add-on. So this is a new service that they have introduced. It's a facial, but instead of for your face, it's for your vagine. It includes full bikini exfoliation, extractions, high frequency treatment, bikini mask, and hydrating treatment. I actually have a lot of blackheads along my bikini line, so I'm super excited for this treatment. It's $60 for a 40-minute initial treatment and $40 for a 30-minute add-on treatment. So if you have any sort of sugaring service, you can add this on to your package, and it's like an extra 30-minute treatment. I'm very excited. This is gonna be the first time I'm trying anything like this. The last time I was here, I was actually here 2 weeks ago, and I did a 30-minute express facial. It was so nice. I didn't actually film that, but I had that done because me and my friend came together and she saw that I had it done before, and yeah, so we enjoyed that fully. But if you are interested in booking a service or any products, you can use my promo code HelloHarley2022 in capitals, and it will save you 10% off your service or your products. So it works for both the SUGARMOON website and both for services as well. So it's a great little save. You know, you can save on the tax for that. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so I think the main question is, what's the difference between waxing and sugaring?
So, I mean, I think the most obvious difference is the material itself. Whereas wax is always made from wax, sugar is made from sugar, water, and lemon juice. So it's all natural, all organic. As you can feel, it's not super hot. We don't have to heat it up to the same level as wax. Sugar can honestly be just warmed up with your body temperature. But we do warm it up a little bit to make it comfortable on the skin.
Right.
Another difference is sugar only sticks to your hair and your dead skin. So you're not gonna get that like intense ripping feeling that you might get with wax. And it also kind of helps keep the integrity of your skin. Like you're not gonna rip off any layers or anything like that, which has happened and does happen with wax.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, like I think everyone.
Yeah, like it ripped off my skin.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy, and it still happens like to this day. So that is a major difference.
Yeah.
Another thing is the application. So we apply the sugar against the hairs and rip it off with the hair.
With the hair, yes.
Whereas wax is the opposite. So you find that with sugaring, you get a lot less breakage, which in turn will give you less ingrowns.
And what would you say to someone who's going in for their first sugaring experience?
I think what I do tell my clients when they're coming in, because obviously everyone's always scared, you know, everyone's always like, oh my God, is it gonna hurt? And I always say yes. Because, I mean, ultimately I'm ripping her off your body. It's gonna be a tad bit uncomfortable, but I always say don't let the first time scare you. Because the first time you do anything is always gonna be, you know, a little bit uncomfortable or not the best.
Truly, okay, I feel like I have maybe a high pain tolerance, but truly I don't think it's as uncomfortable as people may find.
Well, that's the thing. I think people in their minds make it to be worse than it is, and especially if they've waxed before, they only have like this like idea of like, oh my God, the last time I waxed, it was a nightmare. And then I'm always just like, okay, we'll do this. And then we do it and they're like, oh, that was not bad at all.
Right.
So I think it's one of those things where it's like, you know, don't let the anxiety take over you. Like, just definitely give it a try. And honestly, everyone here is so talented and so like patient and so understanding. So like, if there's ever a situation where like, okay, you came for Brazilian, but you know your pain tolerance isn't that great and you're not really feeling it, we can always adjust in that moment and do something smaller, like a bikini or a G-string, just to get you like slowly into the process.
That's very true.
So you never have to feel pressure that you have to do the whole thing if it's like not comfortable for you. But that's honestly such a rare occurrence. Most people are like beyond fine. Like they're shocked at how fine they feel.
You could also, I would say, start with another body part, like maybe underarms first, just to get to see how the application is.
No, I personally think underarms are like, I'd rather do a Brazilian like any day. So I'm like, yeah, start with your underarms because you might find that this is a breeze after. Or something small, so you're not committing to like doing your whole body in one appointment to see how it works for you. But truthfully, like I said, it's such a rare occurrence that we have people who like find this so painful that they can't finish. Most times people are like shocked at how great they feel. And one of the things I fell in love with sugaring was when you're done. So a lot of people, when you look online for like tips about my first time getting a Brazilian or my first time whatever, it's a lot of waxing information that comes up. And you'll see things like, oh my gosh, like don't wear jeans, don't wear underwear, put ice on it when you get home, it's gonna be sore for a couple days. And I think that scares people in this way. Because it scared me, because that was what I read.
For sure.
When I first got mine done. Then I did the sugaring, and it's crazy how when you're done, like as soon as we're done, it feels like nothing happened. Like your skin doesn't feel sore, you're not burning, you're not irritated.
And that's why I do it so much because I get eczema down there, right? Yeah. So like it helps with clearing that up as well. Like
yeah, the exfoliation is amazing.
Exactly.
It's a really good exfoliation. But you're not actually ripping off any skin. So you're not gonna have that like down period where like, oh my God, I have to let my skin heal because it's so irritated from wax.
And then it's easier to get like product like the Finipil or you know the healing oil like in there.
I'm gonna go straight into our sweet bikini service, which is basically like a little facial for your bits.
Okay.
We recommend, especially if you struggle with like ingrowns, blackheads, pimples, irritation. It's honestly such an amazing add-on for that because we use a really cool mask that's good for that helps soothe the skin and really soften it so we can get all those ingrowns out. You have to do it every time because we do sell the mask separately, so you can always do your own touch-up at home if you need to. Yeah. So then wipe you down with a warm towel.
Okay.
Let me know if it's feeling a little too hot for you.
Okay.
This will also help sort of soften up your skin, okay? I'm just gonna put on a quick solution. It's gonna help soften the skin and kind of get you, get those ingrowns out a lot easier. Following this step after I do the extractions, we'll go in with the high frequency machines to help heal the skin, bring some oxygen back to the area, help some of that irritation go down, and hopefully prevent any future blackheads. And then we're gonna go in with the sheet mask, and then you're pretty much done. We'll do a final moisturize with the, feels okay?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll do a final moisturize with the skin relief
Curious
oil.
what you're doing.
Oh yeah, this is just a solution that we put on to help sort of soften the skin and help with ingrowns. We actually use these in our facials as well for extraction, so we figured we could use it here as well.
For sure.
Because you definitely would need it for, especially some of the stubborn ingrowns. Let me know if you feel anything weird or I'm squeezing too hard, okay?
Okay.
I'm trying to get some of these little blackheads out. I love this stuff, it makes it pop right out.
Oh my god, really? Honestly. That's crazy.
It softens up the skin so it pops up and I can just tweeze it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Some tiny little hairs. How did you feel after the facial that we did last time in the sheet mask?
Oh, I loved it. I came back for another
Oh,
one,
you
right?
did, yeah.
I know, I wish you could show it without it being like inappropriate, but
no.
there's weirdos out
There
there.
you go, digital footprint, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Certain things no one needs to see.
Truly, I'm so open, like I wouldn't care, but
Oh,
like,
me either.
there's so many weirdos out
Yeah,
there, and it
but we'll
would
make it
definitely
weird.
become like a weird fetish thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying for free. No.
That's what I'm saying. For free, girl, charge. So we're gonna use our high frequency to just spot treat some areas to help bring oxygen back to your skin, help heal up any broken skin, which you don't really have. Your skin's really nice. That's gonna help heal.
Really?
Yeah, it actually is. You're
Also,
really
mad
nice
eczema.
So it's just gonna help sort of, you know, zap these guys, help with the healing, and hopefully prevent any more hairs from getting trapped in there. Yeah, we're going in with this cute little facial mask. So it's a bikini mask, right here.
Or this.
So it's basically just a little sheet mask. So some of the active ingredients in here, there's some aloe vera, coconut oil, witch hazel, jojoba, tea tree. So it's really good for softening the skin and soothing and kind of bringing down those like really angry ingrowns. Truthfully, this has become part of my like Saturday, like I do like my Saturday shower, which is like
You just like lie
everything.
there?
Oh yeah, I do everything head down, like, and this has become my favorite part of my routine.
Oh my god, it's like
So
shaped like.
yeah, it's shaped like your bits, so it's like the perfect fit. It's gonna be a little cold,
That's
so just
fine.
bear with me.
That's fine.
Okay, let me know if you hate it.
Nope, that's fine. Oh, it's actually refreshing.
It feels so good. And it tucks right into your bikini line. So what I do with mine is I honestly
So funny.
put it on and I put underwear on over it, like a small like thong or something, just to hold it in place. So I don't have to like lie here like this for the full 10 minutes. And I like blow dry my hair or something while it's on, and it just feels so good. And like any sheet mask that you get, which is like such a tip, never throw away the package because, or right away, because there's
serum?
so much more serum in there. So you can either put it in the fridge and use it one more like for another day, or just apply more on if you didn't get all the areas you wanted to get with the mask.
So true. It's like so saturated with
Yeah,
serum
all of the sheet masks, like I always get like 2 uses out of it. Feels okay? Perfect.
Yeah, when I came to do my sheet mask or the 30-minute express, Greta was like, "Here, take this mask home because there's so much
There's
serum."
so much more serum in
So I
there.
just took it home and I reused it.
This is the part where I'll give you like a hand massage, but if you want to like chat about more
Oh yeah, let's chat.
sugary stuff.
Let's
If you have
chat.
any questions for me,
This is such an awkward angle. But.
Hi guys.
So what do you recommend people use the take-home kit for then?
So take home kit, like disclaimer, I think people think you can buy it and be like, I'm gonna do my own Brazilian and like rip, you know, you can try.
I've done it.
Yeah, you can try. It could work, but it can be a little difficult. So don't be like discouraged if you didn't get it the first time, especially for that area. But definitely like underarms, legs, upper lip, even arms. I've done my arms with it quite a few times. So the bigger body parts are also really easy for it to use, because like something like your legs, your arm, obviously you want to go against the hair and the width. It's easier to do it on the legs, but if you don't and you just do that painting motion, you're still probably going to get the hairs out really well. And like people don't really get like ingrowns like that, like the pimply ones on their legs, like you put on your bikini line.
Absolutely
so like the bikini is where we try to be like very particular in how you're doing it. But it's so easy for underarms, those big body parts. Obviously when you're doing underarm, you can only do so much from a certain angle. It's kind of hard to do it on yourself, but anywhere else is super good.
And what's some aftercare instructions
for sugaring in general?
Sugaring in general.
Yeah, so for sugaring in general, if it's your first time, especially if you're doing something like a Brazilian, we always recommend not doing any excessive sweating. So I wouldn't do any like hot tubs, saunas, gyms, pools, nothing like that that's going to introduce like bacteria or like foreign chemicals into this area, especially after you've just ripped hair off of it. It takes a little bit for your pores to close back up.
For how long?
We would probably be like 24 hours is the minimum. Yes, give it a good 24 hours. Honestly, you should be fine. People always ask, oh, can I shower after? I will always tell you, yes, you can take a shower, but I wouldn't do like a super hot shower, like, or hot water on the area, or a hot bath, or hot soap, like, you know, Epsom salt soaps or that kind of stuff. Just like,
just a regular shower.
Take like a regular shower, take it easy. No scented soaps or lotions, which you shouldn't do anyways, but definitely not in that area. Like I said earlier, sugar does a really good job at exfoliating you. So doing something like a sugar scrub or or whatever other scrub like right after, also wouldn't recommend. You don't want to over exfoliate the skin and just irritate yourself even more. So we always say about like 2 days or so after you've been sugared, you're good to start exfoliating on a regular basis, which could be every day with a mild exfoliant or every other day with something a little bit more abrasive. Some of my favorite things to use, I love, like I have the bamboo exfoliating mitt from here, because it's just an easy way to do your whole body. With like the one mitt, I put my soap directly on it and I do my entire body. When it comes to that area, what I'll do is I'll rinse it off and then just do like a dry exfoliation with just some water and the mitt on that area, because I have a scented soap. I don't want to put it on that area.
Gotcha.
So I just use water for the exfoliation there, and it works so well. The sugar scrub is also amazing. I don't know if you've ever tried our sugar scrub.
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
I like repurchase it.
We gave you one. Yeah, that's true.
You replenished my stock.
Yes. The sugar scrub is like my.
I used it dry, like Madison recommended,
and isn't it so much better?
Game changer.
Yeah.
I love using it dry now.
Yeah.
It's so much better using it dry.
That's my tip, and I always say, like, if that's like your first step in the shower, like if you do the scrub first. Say you're a person who shaves their legs or shaves anywhere, honestly, if you still shave, like whatever, you get such a better shave after you've exfoliated, because you've gotten all of that like dead skin off of your legs or off of your body.
Like
so all
those tiny,
all those tiny hairs stick right up, and plus like the shea butter gives you a nice glide, so you get a really close, like I love, like your body just feels amazing. So sugar scrub's also really good. Use that for like neck down. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, sugaring isn't like a painful or overly irritating experience. So you don't have to like go home and put ice on it or go home and like lay.
I never do.
Yeah, like no, yeah, you really don't have to do any of that stuff and just go about your day, but just be mindful of like sweating and excessively. I mean, for normal sweat, you can't really do anything about.
Don't go like do a whole gym workout.
Like I wouldn't recommend it, or like ride a bike or something like right after, because like you're just gonna irritate yourself, or like go to the beach and go swimming. And like if that is something you have to do, like you can't find a way around it. I always say if you're gonna work out or swim or whatever, make sure that when you're done you get out of those wet clothes. Our skin relief oil that has the tea tree and the bergamot is really good to put on there after you've showered. So if you can take a shower like right after your workout, it's probably the best thing for you. And then just put that oil on there to help keep the bacteria down, because you don't want to, like, you really don't want to get pimples down there. It's not fun.
This is your first appointment. How long should your hair growth be?
So we always say minimum the length, so it's a quarter of an inch or if you need something to visualize the length of like a grain of rice, I personally like using like, look at your thumbnail, like the width of your thumbnail from here to here is probably like the best length for you. You don't want it to be too short. If it's like stubbly, you're probably not going to get the best result because sugar needs hair to grab onto. So you want it to have a little bit of length, so we have more hair to grab onto. Honestly, the longer the better. Obviously, if it's like this long, like you might want to trim. Like we can still make it work, but it might just suck for you. So you might want to trim it a little bit, but you don't want it to be like freshly shaved. So that's usually about like minimum 10 days after your last shave. That can vary for everybody depending on how your hair grows, but that's generally like you want to give it like way more, like more than a week. So same thing, so when you've sugared now, you kind of want to get to that point again where it's like the length of your, a quarter of an inch, which is usually around 4 or 5 weeks. I recommend 5 weeks to my clients because I think that's when all of the hairs are at that length. So you get them all out really well.
Because all hair grows in different cycles. And
some people, your hairs are growing in different cycles. So you might have hairs that look long, but then there's some that are really stubbly, and then you don't want to come in and only get the long ones and then not get the stubbly ones. So I always say just like wait until they're all at that point. But if it's like a pain issue, like say you're really like you're not good with pain, 4 weeks is probably the best for you because that's when the roots, like your roots aren't as strong, they'll come out like that. There's less hair, it's more manageable, so you'll find it, you know, better on the pain side. But if you're good with the pain or like you're not, you know, it's not too crazy for you, 5 weeks I think is honestly a really good point.
Awesome.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
This is your finito.
Thank you. I'm home now and it's been quite a few hours since I had the Brazilian and Vajacial done. That was such a cool procedure. My skin feels really smooth, and honestly I needed that because my eczema down there is so irritated. I wanted to point out that while the Vajacial sheet mask is setting, they would give you a hand massage. However, because I was there and I wanted to ask Therese some questions about sugaring, we opted to do that instead of the whole hand massage. But if you do go in to get a Vajacial done, you will get a hand massage. It's like such a nice relaxing experience. I also wanted to mention that this video was not sponsored by SUGARMOON. However, they did invite me out to try this new service. So thank you so much, SUGARMOON, for inviting me out. I really appreciated it. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Make sure to use my promo code HelloHarley2022 in all caps at checkout. Works on, once again, products and services. And I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye!